Morning you guys, it's Karen and I am back from my holidays. I thought I would come and give you an update on my weight. As you'll see from the title, it's 82 kilos. I think I might stop putting the point in because when I'm trying to work out how much I've lost or put on, it's confusing. But I think my last one I was 79 kilos, I'm now 82 kilos. So I have put on about 3 kilos, which is about 6 to 7 pounds. I am not surprised by that at all. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. It might sound like a lot, like that's £3 or £4 a week, but I can easily put on £5 or £6 a week when on holiday. I've always easily put weight on and fairly easily lost it when I'm doing what I should do, if that makes sense. So I'm not really surprised considering what I ate. Yesterday was a particularly bad day. We had an Indian takeaway. We were supposed to be going out for our anniversary dinner, but sadly we found another lump on Watson on his foot. And so we both just weren't in the mood. So we got a takeaway and had the full works, and I'd had a cheese croissant for lunch. Saturday I had a McDonald's. It just surprises me that I've only gone back up to 82, and I'm glad I haven't gone back up to the 84 that I started at. I also feel much better about it because I know that going back on keto will work. You know, I know that it works for me in terms of weight loss, and I know that it works for me in terms of I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I don't feel like I'm missing out. You know, I really enjoy the food I'm eating, so I'm not in any way bothered by that. But I've noticed a couple of things from now doing, I think I was doing keto for 3 or 4 weeks before I've now done 2 weeks non-keto. And I'm asked if there's any health differences, and I can see that when I'm on keto, my indigestion is a problem. I definitely have more heartburn type indigestion. But when I'm on carbs, I have more palpitations, which is also it's also a digestion problem. Not a lot of people know, but you can get heart palpitations from what you eat. And so I get palpitations from my extra heartbeat, and I also get palpitations from, depending on the food I've eaten. But I didn't at all get palpitations when I was on keto. But since being back on carbohydrates, particularly bad ones, I have definitely had an increase in my palpitations, but I haven't had any indigestion. What I really want to stress to you guys is that a lot of people believe that if you've been on keto and you go back to eating carbs, you will of course put on weight. It's not the carbs that make you put on weight. There's still that basic mathematical equation that if you eat more than what you're burning off, you will put on weight. And it's about the type of carbs you eat. And so it's about the junk that I've eaten over the last 2 weeks. And because I'm not on keto, it will be burning carbs, not fat, and so any of the fat I've eaten will get laid down, if that makes sense. It's not necessarily carbs that are causing it, it's just carbs are preventing the fat being burnt. And also, like I said, it's the amount of carbs I ate and the wrong foods that I ate. So I had a few caramel frappes from McDonald's, which is just sugar, and sugar is just no good. And the only time really I eat sugar is when I'm on holiday, or that's not true because I did occasionally have a frappe. Apart from frappes, I used to, a long time ago, have a chocolate bar every single day. Like when I worked in the hospital, I would go down to the shop and get one every lunchtime. And that's not something I do now. And we don't do things like, we don't eat white rice. We've only ever eaten brown rice and brown pasta and brown bread and all that kind of thing, you know. But when I'm on holiday, I do go a bit crazy on sugar, and I think that's the problem for me. But why I'm so kind of upbeat as well is that to think that I did 3 or 4 weeks on keto and got, lost, what was it, about 10 pounds. And then I did 2 weeks eating whatever I wanted, like not a normal week, not a normal I'm being careful week, a holiday week where we were drinking pretty much every night. Not like getting drunk every night, just a couple of drinks every night, and snacks. I've not put all that weight back on is so encouraging, because it means that my carb cycling can easily work, I should say. So what I mean by that is I could definitely do a week on keto and a weekend carbs and back on keto. I don't think I would do that because it takes me about 1 to 2 days to get into ketosis. That's something else I've learned. According to my urine tests, which aren't 100% reliable, but they're what I've got, and they are reliable enough in my opinion. So it takes me about 1 to 2 days to get into ketosis, so I wouldn't want to do 5 days and then 2 days off. I'd probably be more likely to do 3 weeks on keto, then have a weekend on carbs. And it's really encouraging to know that, you know, with 2 weeks eating what I want, I've only put a certain amount of that weight back on, because then 2 days is not going to do an awful lot of damage. I didn't only eat bad food while I was on holiday. I ate a lot of the things that I miss when I'm on the keto diet, or the keto way of eating, which is porridge. I love having my oatmeal porridge in the morning. Now, there were suggestions of other types of porridge, and I have tried a couple of different types of porridge that are keto porridge. The one I liked the most was sesame seeds, flaxseed, and ground almonds, I think. I can't remember exactly, but I've tried a few different ones, and there was ones that I enjoyed, but none of them were the same as having oats. And so that's something that I enjoyed while I was off. Watermelon, you know, I've mentioned it before, I absolutely adore watermelon, and that's just a no-no when you're on keto. And so I have loved having that. I've always, because of the drugs I'm on a lot of medication, as you guys know. I've always got a really dry mouth. I've got dry mouth sprays and everything. And so I'm somebody that chews gum a lot. I clean my teeth a lot, and I liked the watermelon was something that sort of freshened up my mouth. And so that's something I've really enjoyed. Oatmeal, what else? Oh, spaghetti bolognese. We've had that a couple of times while I've been off, because that's something I didn't find a substitute for. I'm going to try making spaghetti bolognese sauce and putting it in cabbage parcels and seeing how that works out. And I guess that's the other reason I don't feel down by the amount of weight I've put on, and I don't regret it, what I ate, because I enjoyed every mouthful. You know, I wasn't just eating for the sake of it. Everything I've had over the past 2 weeks, I really, really enjoyed. I had burger and chips when we were away on holiday. The restaurant didn't have much of a choice of what to eat, and I really enjoyed the chips. You know, things like that. I've just enjoyed every mouthful. But I'm also really quite happy to get back onto this keto way of eating this week, and see how things go. I'm not going to count my macros this week, so I'll be aware of them, you know, but I'm not going to record them in an app or anything, simply because it is just a crazy week this week. I have got 2 dogs this week, and Watson, like I said, has another lump, so I've got a vet appointment and then possibly another vet appointment. There's all sorts going on, so I just think I'm not going to put that pressure on myself for the first week. So I've got a plan of what I'm eating this week, and I should be okay, but I will of course do an update next week for you. I thought I might do a video on a Sunday showing you my keto prep. I don't know if that'd be interesting to you. All it would be really is the 3 recipes that I'm using. So on a Sunday, so yesterday I made my granola for the week. I made Parmesan crisps, which I have one of them in the evening, and what was the other thing? Oh, my coconut biscuits, which again, I have one of those a day. And that's a really nice snack, and it's something that I can take my tablets with. So I make that all on a Sunday. So I thought that's something I could perhaps video for you if you're interested. What I'd like to do with keto going forward is to start to now eat, I don't know whether healthier is the word. It's a tricky one with keto, but I don't want to eat as many burgers and sausages, and I want to incorporate more fish, for example, and more egg and cheese dishes, and also things that are a bit more lighter, and some more vegetables and things like that, you know. So I've got salmon this week a couple of times, and I'm going to use my chaffle maker. I've got a waffle maker, and I'm going to use that because I did start making chaffles just before I stopped doing the keto and was really enjoying them. Literally just egg and cheese, but it doesn't taste like an omelette. It's really crispy, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. So I'm going to have that a few times this week as well. I'm still struggling to find quick evening meals. That's what I could do with finding, you know, everything we ate, myself and my husband, everything we ate in the week was pretty much a quick meal. You know, it was a packet of rice with a tin of chili, or beans on toast with some cheese on it maybe. It was things like that were very, very quick, because like I said, he's not home till late. I'm not the one that does most of the cooking normally. So we've had to switch, and I am finding it quite a pressure to try, and this sounds ridiculous because I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that, you know, have 3 children and make dinner every day, make a home prepared dinner every day, but it's just something that's never been, I've always found it a chore, and I've never ever done it, never made a home cooked dinner every single day. I've not been the chef in any of the relationships I've been in, and it's something I would love to do if I had an abundance of time, but because I'm somebody that packs my life so full, I have such a long to-do list, that is just so far down the list, you know. And especially at weekends, actually, Kev has been making steak and celeriac chips, and so that's what we're going to have on Sunday. But on Saturday, I want to have a keto pizza, and I'm so used to us just getting a pizza from Asda and putting it in the oven. That's so easy. But I know that this is actually, it's the healthier way of doing it is for me to make the pizza. So I just need to keep that in mind, you know, and it's like with exercise, you've just got to make time for it, don't you? And in fact, talking of exercise, I need to get back to the gym at some point as well. That will definitely help the weight loss. So I think that's you up to date. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know if there are any particular type of videos you would like to see on this channel. I know that a lot of you want an update on this weight loss journey, but is there, you know, would you like to see me making any of the meals or anything? I don't know how good I am at that. Just thinking through lighting, and my kitchen's quite dark, and although I've got a window to the back, it's not the most ideal place to film. But let me know, or if there's anything else health-wise you'd like me to talk about. I could talk about what supplements I take and why. Yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.